Hello everyone. Today I will talking explaining about my code in week two, which is 2.2p, and this is how I'm coding. So first, I'm great about the namespace with your test account, and also create a public class account in here, and also create about a new field attribute, which you can also call about the instant variable, and I'm take like a new the new attributes in here, which is the balance, and the data type is decimal, and the name also the data type is the string, but the data type is string. And then I was create about the constructor in here. So yeah, we detect two parameter, which is the name and then the balance. So I don't want the computers making confused about whether to take the name in here or take the name in here. So I create about the this in here to tell the computer that you need to take the name in the field first, and then assign the parameter to the name in here. So yeah, the balance are also doing the same things. So I'm also create about a public void, which is about the mutator method. So yeah, other people can we take about the parameter is decimal of the amount. So if people is just like deposit a new money, the example will just like it will add about a new money, new value to the balance, and then show to the terminal that you add new money successfully, your new balance in, and it will show like your current balance. Okay, so and it also create about the withdraw method with taking about the parameter is the decimal amount, and I'm also adding about the extra thing like if the balance is less than the amount, it will show to the terminal that you cannot withdraw more than your current balance in here. And if it's enough money, so yeah, you can withdraw it, and it show to the terminal that you withdraw successfully your new balance, and it will show your balance. So, and also using about the print method, and it showed about the account name of it and the current parent of that account. And then I'm also using about the property in here with a to encapsulate about the names in here. I don't want to a lot of people can access it and then change it. So yeah, I'm using that. And in here, I'm just create about a new object with the the name of the class and then the object's name. And you need to is it compulsory in C# to use to create object? You need to call it news and then the accounts in here because we are create about the construction here. We take like two parameter, the string name and the decimal balance. So we need to adding the value bit. So the first thing like the string, and the second thing is the balance of it, which is the decimal number. So I'm adding about Kevin, account name is Kevin, then the number is one. So because like the deposit is adding to the balance, right? So one plus one is two, but I want to withdraw three, so that's the reason why it was showed about these the transaction is unsuccessful. So let's just run it. Okay, so it will show about my account name is Kevin, your current balance one, and then I'm at money, and it show like money at successful, and then could show about a new balance. But when I want to withdraw $3, so it will show like you cannot withdraw more than your current balance. So if I'm just typing like 5 in here, run it again. So yeah, it's showing your withdrawal successfully. Your new balance is 3. So I'm just adding like current parent in 5, and then I'm adding 1 with the 6 in here, and then I'm just withdraw $3, so it will show back to us like $3, 6 minus 3 is 3, right? So let's just go to the following repair, explain the following. So yeah, I will talk like face to face with the tourists, but I will tell you about a little bit general of how I will uh, you know answer this question. So how class are you to define object? So yeah, I will take an example in here, and then the class in here is just like the public class, right? And then the first thing to create about an object is that you need to call it the fields in here with the what like what object we need to show in here, like about we need to take the decimal and then call it about it. We need to call like data type and then this the decimal number or about the double, you name it. And then you also create about the the constructor. So the constructor is exactly which is like the defaulting. So yeah, if you don't create it, it's okay because like when you are create about new object, it will automatically create your constructor for you, but it will be hidden. So if you want the user input immediately, like about names or about the balance in this case, you can call it like a decimal number. So yeah, it's just like the default things. And what if and in here it show they also got about the properties in here, which is derived with string name and then return name. So this is about you if you don't have this thing, it's the code is still working, but like it will exactly we just like affect about it OOP, OOP. Because like we need to be encapsulate everything, the data information. So it needs to be stored in something private, and it can be reading from the outside so that everyone cannot access it and then read it. And also, what about the public void? And then the public void was that? What is it exactly about the method? Because the method is showed about the behavior of the state. So for example, my name is Kevin, and I can like playing chess, and then what skill it at? I can calculate. So that's in the method. That is the method of how I can do it. So it will call it will show it again inside of the method. It will show like about the algorithm of that thing, how you can do it, and also about some condition in order to make it. For example, like if you want to do in this one, you need to do the other thing first. Like for example, you want to cooking, right? You want to fry the eggs. The first thing like you need to got egg, right? So yeah, and then in this one, it just like create a new objects in here, and then calling about the method. So yeah, this is how about the class is talking with like the objects. So let's just go to how method, field, attributes, and property all work together when create a class. So like I said before, so okay, so method is just like about the behavior of that object. So what it can be doing, and when we are create about new objects, if we got like the same method, like about same behavior, we can also using that. And the field attribute is exactly about when you need to call this one either to make use to start about information of the user input, like the input about the name and then the balance. So you need to start it somewhere. So this is how field attribute is working. So what is about the property? The property is exactly what just like the controlling about of your fields and then store in and then encapsulate it. Like store it to make it private so that other people cannot, like changing it or doing anything. So when you compile everything like methods, properties, and then the field together, it is exactly just really easy to create new objects, and then you can also like reuse your code in the upcoming future if that project has got like a same concept like you are doing before. So how fields give knowledge to each object created from a class. So like I said before, field just give objects. Field is exactly just like store it about the variable, like start about the user input, right? So give object to each object. How field give object to each object? Okay. How field give knowledge to each object? Okay. So it will exactly just store user information, right? So the basic thing is like when the field start about the variable, it exactly just like about the data type in here, decimal, string, double, you name it, and also got about the access modifier also, which is public, whether it's public, protected, or maybe about private. And each of them can run it separately, so it can be affected by order, although that they are in the same class. So you can see that I've just got like a decimal of the amount in here, the deposit, we take the parameter of the amount, and then it will change about the balance in here. So yeah, but like if we not affect like all the fields, like the name in here will not affect it because it just like it although that in the same class but like the field is run separately. So yeah, it will not affect anything. So how methods give the capability to each object created from a class. Okay, so method is exactly what just like I said before. Method can work in a lot, can work a lot of things like about it can working whether it's got like a mutator method, access methods, accessor methods. Like mutator method is exactly what just like using about the void like I say in here, and then it will not return anything. So and about the also we got like about the accessor method. So this is we see one example of the accessor method. So we will show about the method, whether the like a string method, the double method or something, and then it will returning about something like about if you return about if you calculate and then return like a new value of it how method give so that's it about and inside that method is got about the condition algorithm of that so that's how method give capability to each object create from the class so it's just like about the behavior so it will calculate and then print to the output but like it got like two different kind of methods so it we exactly we need to like learning a little bit more to know like which is the most suitable to use in this one whether we can use it in the accessor method or we need to use it in like about the mutator methods so yeah that's it.